Squad, man, welcome back. Listen, I hope everybody good, man. Safety. Listen, last night, bros, uptown the Bronx, like 5 minutes from me on Allerton Avenue, two 14-year-old boys got hit, bro. Got hit, man. And I ain't even gonna lie. It was a messy scene. It was nasty. A lot of people was talking about it last night. I ain't really get to it last night. I was just taking in the rumors, taking all the information from everybody that I heard. Like I just said, this joint happened locally. It happened right down the block.
Two children are inside a McDonald's in the Bronx, just 12 and 13 years old. The victims are, and police believe they were targeted. Kendall Green is live in the Allerton section of the Bronx where it happened. He's got the latest on the hunt for the suspect, who is still on the loose right now. Is that right, Kendall?
Hey, good evening, Arthur. So many people have been coming through this drive-through wondering why the building is taped off with caution tape. But the most important question they've been asking is what led a man to go inside of this restaurant last night and two children. McDonald's lobby in the Bronx on Saturday night crowded with NYPD investigators following a brazen shooting. Police say just before 10, a man with a black hooded sweatshirt and black medical mask walked inside the restaurant and began shooting at two boys. One of them 12 years old, the other 13. The lobby doors were closed the day after as the drive-thru is filled with concerned customers like Nicole.
That's absolutely horrific. I have a 17, 18, and 24-year-old, so I can't even imagine what the parents are going through.
Now, as you can see, the two teenagers, 12 and 13. 12 and 13, bro. 12 and 13. Some of y'all watching this probably got kids that's around that age. 12 and 13. They in the little McDonald's eating their food and all that. Bad eats, by the way. Bad eats in McDonald's eating they, you know what I'm saying? They probably went in there and got a little slushy. You know the young kids like the slushy. I'm a big kid. I like the slushies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. I be jacking them slushies. So, you know what I'm saying? They probably went in there for a bev. Go get them a little slushy or whatever. They said the gunman ran in with a mask, a medical mask, all black with a hoodie. Start letting off. Wild though. Long. You know what I'm saying? Almost like on some mass, you know what I mean? Almost like one of those, bro. But he hit two teenagers, bro. He hit two teenagers, bro.
The hit the 12-year-old boy once in the back and left thigh. The 13-year-old was shot in the left leg. He got out the door before medics rushed two boys to Jacoby Hospital, where they remain in stable condition so far.
Even 12 and 13, if you don't watch your kids, you don't know what they're doing in the street. You don't have to keep having that night. Okay?
Several evidence markers show where those bullets landed, just inches near a table with unfinished food and drinks still sitting there, as police review evidence on scene that'll hopefully lead to the man responsible.
But I don't think somebody just walked up and shot him. It's got to have to do with something.
Now, police say that both kids are expected to recover in the hospital. That's latest from the Allerton section of the Bronx. Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.
It's the summertime, bro. You know what Fab said, bro. It's gonna be a cold summer. When the summertime come and get hot, people like acting up. But I ain't even gonna lie, for the 12, 13-year-olds, bro, for one, it was a little bit late. But you know, you be staying out extra late. Your moms be working, whatever the case may be. She be busy, or she a crackhead, she not in the house, whatever the case may be. You out, you running the streets as a 12, 13-year-old. We all know how that be, because I've been there before. I done been running the street at 12, 13 years old and all that, when I really shouldn't on a late night. You know what I mean? If I was able to get around my moms, you feel me? But they was out extra late. This was late night last night, you know what I'm saying? They ended up getting hit up in the McDonald's. But what make the situation even more nasty, like what make it worse is like, it seems like they was the target. Like, this don't seem like no random act. Like, ain't nobody just run up in a random McDonald's and just start popping off. Like I said, this is locally. This is right up the street. Right up the street from me.
The search continues this evening for the gunman who shot two children inside a McDonald's in the Bronx. It happened late last night in Allerton. Police say the boys may have been the target. Eyewitness News reporter Crystal Cranmore has more from the scene.
Police think the suspect said something to the two boys before firing, leading detectives to believe that the 12 and 13-year-old boys were targeted. Police were called to the 2500 block of White Plains Road in Allerton, where detectives say shots went flying a little before 10 o'clock last night. Evidence markers scattered across the restaurant after someone shot a 12-year-old boy in the left thigh and back. A 13-year-old was also shot in the leg. Investigators tell us both were taken to the hospital where they're expected to survive.
People, families go there with the kids and stuff like that. You know, the neighborhood's getting worse and worse at all times.
It's unclear how many shots were fired or how many people were inside the McDonald's at the time of the gunfire, but authorities combed through every inch of the restaurant to find clues that could lead them to some answers, including who the suspect could be. Police say the suspect ran away heading west on Mace Avenue. He was last seen wearing a black medical mask and a black hoodie.
According to the news and according to what's the word in the streets, they was the targets. So these two 12, 13-year-olds was the targets of gunfire last night, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, that's nasty work. I mean, like I said, I've been a badass 12, 13-year-old before running around like these two, but like, this is real unfortunate, bro. It's 2024. There's so many things for kids to be doing. Now, I don't know if they still got the summer youth programs going on the way they used to. I know they kids not in school right now, so they definitely outside running the streets. They feel like they ain't got to go home and go to sleep. I can just get up and run the streets all day because no school tomorrow. But we got to do something, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man. When it come to these kids, like, I take it seriously. Like, adults wanting to be dumb and doing dumb shit, not harming nobody else but adults, whatever. Y'all keep that. Y'all do what y'all got to do. Figure that out. You know what I'm saying? But to the kids, bro, like, come on. 9 times out of 10, the person that let off the shots that ran in there, letting it go, that person was probably like 13, 14 years old himself. The person that ran in there, that person was probably like 12, 13 years old himself. 9 times out of 10, if they end up figuring out who did this situation, you're going to find out that it was a 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old, just like the people that got hit up, because it was probably a beef. It was probably having static. You know how the block wars be right here in the Bronx. You know how they give it up in the Bronx. It's wild block wars. Every block is jacking something. Every block is jacking their own, you know what I mean? Jacking their own thing. And everybody beefing with everybody. So you know how it is, man. These 12, 13-year-olds, the ones on the internet running around, going live, beefing with each other, like you know what I'm saying? So you know what it is, bro. It's violent for the 12, 13-year-olds. So pretty much, if you got a 12, 13-year-old, make sure you checking on them, keeping a close eye on what they got going on. Make sure you talking to your kid. Figure out what they got going on, because you know what I'm saying, you don't want your kid to be the victim of this type of violence, and you don't want your kid to be the person that's doing the type of violence, because either way it's gonna mess their life up or end their life. That's a fact. And you already know, live by the gun, die by the gun. So if you're starting at a young age like 12, 13, 14, you know where your life is headed. We know that story. We've seen it many times before. Some of us is fortunate to still be around living through those situations, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this news story is nasty, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, it's nasty work. I don't like it. It's nasty work, and I don't like it, gang. That's a fact. But I need y'all to jump in them comments, let me know what y'all think, man. I need y'all to let me know what y'all think in the comments about this situation, bro. Like, these kids popping up each other in the McDonald's late night bad eats. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone, bro. I'll see y'all in the next one.